Hey, what's going on, everyone?
Hi.
My name is Tony.
I'm Liz.
I'm John.
What?
And this is the Game Misconduct podcast episode
I've heard that
43.
intro so many times.
Oh, was it nerve-wracking being on the other end of it?
So nerve-wracking.
Yeah?
I'm so anxious.
Like that one time Tyler just sat there and he went, I'm Tyler. It was a great delayed response. We love you, Tyler. And he did a great job. But yeah, you're actually making your very first appearance, so congrats. Yay.
Thanks, everyone.
A lot of it has to do with the fact that, A, we got a really fun first topic here. You can tell by the video, and I'm breaking it now. And then, B, we had Brandon call out and Alan. So we need more people to do the first topic. It's a big deal.
Woo.
So speaking of which, what we got on the show today is a review of the Lay's Do Us a Flavors.
What kind of flavor?
So many flavors.
What
They
kind
can't
of
see
flavor
it.
do I need
All
to
the
They can't
flavors.
see it because it's facing the other direction. And then we got a top 10 list that's on the fly, courtesy of Alexandra, who's not here with us, unfortunately. And then we got the Jon Newz at the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
Woo.
I'll address something. If you watched the podcast pre-show, I should have said it beforehand. I totally wrecked that slideshow video. My original file I deleted this week, and you can ask John. I was like scrambling to get another one up and going because to get that clock on Adobe takes a little bit of time, and it was so accelerated there. That was like milliseconds. It was like da 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 da, and then the Game Misconduct podcast started. It went from like 2 to 0 in a span of 30 seconds.
Adobe was just excited.
It was super excited today. So again, I apologize for any of the viewers that are currently watching live. But yeah, you want to go ahead and get to the very first topic, since a lot of people probably clicked on the video and said, "Oh, they got the taste of Do Us a Flavors." Are you guys familiar with the Lay's Do Us a Flavor?
Yeah. They had one year they had Banh Mi, which is a
Banh Mi.
I think that it don't give me
Banyu.
I think it's a Thai sandwich.
Really? I don't remember this. What year was this? Was
I
this
don't
not too
remember.
long ago?
How long have they been doing this?
It's been a couple years because I
2011 maybe?
I remember eating a Banh Mi at Which
Really?
and they had the chips and I was like, oh, cool. Tastes like a chip.
I'm thinking the first year it was out there because it had like chicken and waffles.
I do remember that there was like gravy.
Is this a
biscuits and
nationwide
gravy.
thing?
Yeah, it is. It's a fan poll that they do.
Okay.
Where anybody can contribute a flavor, and then whoever gets the most votes. It makes me mad. They don't choose it, really. They do it off social media. So, like, if you're really popular and you just come up with some stupid flavor, odds are you're probably going to win. And so most times you'll get something just kind of out there, like I said, like chicken and waffles, and then a generic flavor. It wasn't bad. They actually brought it back. I saw it in the store when I went to pick these up.
Banh Mi's Vietnamese. My bad.
Oh, okay. Did it say what year that was, or are you just looking up the actual dish?
Banh Mi.
Okay.
Banh Mi
But yeah, then I think last year or the year before last, they had chicken or biscuits and gravy, which was also the same year with like Euro and West Coast truffle fries, which was, oh my god, those things are so good.
They were just like glorified
Sour cream and onion, but they were so
was.
good. They had like a garlic. Actually, you had them that day. Remember that day I brought that home? It was kind of garlicky.
Were they like super waffly?
Yeah, they were waffle fries.
Okay.
We destroyed that.
We did.
That bag. But this year around, we have 3 flavors, which the only one that's kind of obscured to me is the one at the end of the table, which I'll start with, is an everything bagel.
Do you want me to read the back of it?
Yes, I was actually wanting somebody to read the back of it.
Yeah.
Lindsay Hoffman. She is one of the finalists. She seems like a nice lady. She says, "There's no better way to start your day than with an everything bagel with cream cheese. It's become my favorite morning ritual."
Ooh. Oh, nice. I didn't know you put cream cheese on an everything bagel.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Can't do a bagel without that cream cheese.
Okay, so that one I'm gonna be interested to see how that goes. And what's the next one? You wanna read that one?
Sure. This is Greg Pope.
What's up, Greg?
He says, "Fried green tomatoes remind me of my childhood in Georgia. Fried to a golden brown, salted and peppered. They were always the perfect feel-good food prepped by my dad for our family dinners."
Okay.
That's very poetic.
Fried green tomatoes.
Is that like a tomatillo? What's the difference between a green tomato and a tomatillo?
I couldn't tell you.
Anyone?
Tomatillo's smaller.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tomatillo's like maybe this big.
Are green tomatoes just green? They're the same, but green? They must taste different.
Yeah. They do taste a little bit different.
All right, and
And
last but not least, we have Ellen Sarum. Sorry if I said your name wrong. My fiance loves crunchy beef tacos more than anything. Same. I actually made it for one of our first dates, and after 3 years, I can now finally say that I've mastered cooking his favorite dish.
Crispy tacos. What a favorite dish. Who doesn't love tacos? Let's talk about that.
Hard or soft?
Every year you have that one generic flavor that you can just predict 9 out of 10 times it's probably just gonna win. One year the macaroni and cheese one. The other one was just like, I don't know. It's just like generic stuff, and I have a feeling taco might be the one this year. And I'm gonna.
It's already one of my.
I'm gonna place my bet without even trying it.
Oh, so these are.
Okay, yeah. So
like a winner.
The way it works
I don't know about this very much.
You can whoever wins out of these finalists can either, I think, take, I don't know how much it is. It's like $500,000 or whatever amount of money it pulls in the first year of distribution. You can choose one or the other. So there's a lot of money involved with these. And then they stick around and they reappear like they do the All-Stars, and they'll bring back some kind of like the truffle fries and whatnot. So I was thinking the way we could do this is just segment by segment, because I'm going to want to control the mute because nobody wants to hear somebody crunching, especially if they're listening to it on headphones. So each one of us maybe eats 3 chips and then just passes it down. And then while the other one's trying it, they can talk about what they taste and whatnot. But you want to start at the end of the table with the the one that I don't think I'm going to like the most. You want to go first, Johnny?
I'm so into
really,
this.
but-
I love everything bagels.
Do you like everything bagel, Johnny?
And I love cream
I've only
cheese.
had like one bagel ever.
What?
2 bagels ever.
What's that? What's your favorite?
Whatever that one at Brugger's was, the Southwest one.
Oh, the Southwest bagel's really good.
Gotta
Okay.
smell it.
Oh, it's always about the smell.
I have a feeling I'm going to like eat this whole bag.
All right, John, you're getting muted for the time being. We can
right,
still hear you,
fine.
but you're going to be a little bit distant because I can still hear us crunching. Right? It's a good crunch, but that's because it's kettle. It's kettle cook. Do you
Gotta
think you
get
need
the
to
kettle
take 2
cooked.
more
You
just
gotta
to
get
get
the
the? Okay, cool. I will say it does take a little bit on your palate for it to finally start feeling the
They
differences.
do say 3 tastes.
3 tastes?
It's like the first 2 acclimate.
No way.
Yeah.
I just came
it's
up
like
with a
a
random number.
scientific thing that 3.
No
you
way.
need 3 tastes.
You know, one year they had a cappuccino flavor.
Oh, good. Nope.
Rhett and Link actually did one. Is that your second one, Johnny?
Gross.
Okay, and here's number 3. Those are good sized chips too.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of air.
Yeah, well, yeah.
60%.
I'm hoping
air.
these taste okay because they sat in my trunk all day yesterday. I try to keep them kind of secluded from the Nashville heat. Do you
In
think
the
you got
trunk.
enough there? Or do you need another one? No, you're good. Okay, we're gonna pass it on to Liz, who's getting muted right now.
Gotta get a crispy one.
While she's trying these, tell me, or do we want to wait till we all have tried it?
I mean, I can tell you what happened. There's no
what happened?
there's no taste.
There's no taste?
It's just a potato chip.
No way, really?
Unless the dentist just scraped off all of my
Taste buds. John went to the dentist today.
It just tastes like potato chips to me. There's no flavoring on that thing.
Interesting. You need one more or 2 more?
Please hold.
One more. Yeah, she can let you know if she
Please
can
hold.
taste the cream cheese and everything bagel. And when you're ready, I'll bring you back in. I can still hear some of the crunch, but I'm sure it's not as bad as if I turn it on.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's kettle. Kettle's really loud. I don't care who you are.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah.
It's my turn. All right, tell us what you think while I try this stuff.
Definite.
The
Agree with
smell.
John.
The smell.
You're gonna taste them and you're gonna be fine because, well, maybe not. I'm gonna let him eat one first before I say what I'm.
So I see the everything seeds.
Yeah, but is that a sesame seed? So I get Parmesan flavors at the beginning, and then they go away quickly. And there's a slight onion aftertaste, but that's it.
Just
It's
tastes
pretty much. It's very subdued flavor. It's not very. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, like, if you had a plain potato chip after that, you could definitely taste a difference. But it's not. Get some plain chips up here.
It's literally a plain chip.
No, it's not.
It's a plain chip.
Does anybody need to try this one more time?
Yep.
No.
Okay.
I like them.
I don't taste. I'm with you. It just tastes kind of salty.
Yep.
And the one thing about an everything bagel is it's kind of. Like there's like I don't know if it's like oniony or it's got all sorts of different flavors to it.
Slight onion at the end.
And there is a little bit there, but it's not enough. And they say cream cheese. There's no cream cheese in there.
Tastes like Parmesan at the beginning.
Yeah, unless that's what the cream cheese accent is. Here we can just leave them open. So our thumbnail. Yeah, there you go.
So you get nice and stale.
Oh,
It just tastes like a regular Lay's chip.
Yeah, I'm not too impressed with
With
that
a little
one.
cheesy on the front.
So
No cheesy.
we'll grade them all at the end. Let's move on to the next.
I just growled at you. That just happened.
Johnny, you ready for the fried green tomatoes?
This is what I think my wife would love.
Oh, really?
She loves fried green tomatoes. She's probably said it in the comments multiple times already.
Oh.
Yeah, these are wavies.
Oh. Okay.
All right, so I'm muting you now, Johnny. I'm actually the most excited for fried green tomatoes because I feel like crispy taco is just going to taste like taco seasoning. That's all it's going to be.
Fine.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably
That's
fine.
fine.
That honestly sounds quite amazing, but...
This has a taste to it.
Oh, good. Yeah, that last one, it's hard. You got to go... I don't even know if you
But
need
see,
to go
like-
pick it up.
I mean, you don't need to go pick it up, but also, I mean, they're good because they're
They're not
chips.
bad. Yeah, they just taste like chips, but if
Or
I'm going to go
for
buy
all
it,
you English people, they're crisps.
the crisps. I'm going to be completely honest. I tried to do like a top 10 chip list today, and I Googled whether or not Cheeto was considered a chip. You think Cheeto is considered a chip? People were like, oh, it's considered a crisp. I'm like, that's the same thing.
I mean, if we're being technical, no.
Yeah.
But if you were gonna go to the store and I was like, hey, grab some chips, and you brought home Cheetos, I wouldn't be like, these aren't chips.
Yeah, they're snacks. You good over there, Johnny? Mm-hmm. All right, passing on to Liz. Tell me what you thought so far.
It does have a taste to it.
Okay, that's good.
It does give you a little bit of tomato-y taste.
Okay.
It's not overpowering. It's pretty good.
I'm worried because a lot of these tomato chips, like I think Sun Chip has one, it's like tomato and basil. Mm-hmm. Just really, the tomato tastes like fake, so I'm worried that might be the hint that I taste in here. We'll see. Tomato doesn't really translate over well in the chips for me, but that's just my opinion. I'll still eat them, but it tastes a lot like, it's kind of like, what are those called? Combos.
Yeah.
You know, it's just okay. So, and then the crunch is strong. It's amazing because I'm like super amplified. You need one more? You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to myself.
It's a
They got a
hard.
better smell.
Yeah.
It's a hard review because those smell like Parmesan cheese, which I'm still gonna. I think I've never had fried green tomatoes, so I don't know. They're sweeter than I thought they were gonna be.
That's pretty close. On that first-
Good on you, Greg Pope.
They got a little bit of spice in there.
I taste no spice.
Just a hint.
It's at the end.
If anything, it's
hint.
pepper.
Yeah, because it's pepper. There's
Oh
pepper
yeah,
in it.
yeah, because you
I mean, pepper's a spice.
you salt and pepper them.
So, like, when you say- when you
or as
say-
that one guy does.
When you say Alexandra likes, can you just let go for a second? There we go. Does she like them like fried like that?
Yeah.
Like fried green.
That's
like,
what it looks like.
Okay.
Where can you get them around here?
Ooh.
You can get them at Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel has some.
Cracker Barrel.
Don't know if they're seasonal or not.
Sorry.
She used to love Paleo's Grill. Paleo's Grill had them.
Really?
What's a Paleo grill?
We used to have one in Murfreesboro. Then it turned into Hooters.
Classy.
But it's... I don't know how you describe Paleo's, but I think the closest one is in Knoxville. But
I'm not gonna lie. I can really get down with that chip.
those are pretty good.
That was pretty good. It didn't like take my breath away, Top Gun style, but it was pretty good. It was pretty damn good. You ready for Johnny's ready for the crispy taco. He's like, enough of this fried green tomato stuff. Give me what we all came for, which is tacos.
I'm a little.
Oh, Daddy! You're already muted, buddy, but it's okay. I can still hear you.
Just smell like.
Smell it.
Give me some. Give me some.
Oh, that smells way more.
Oh yeah, it's taco seasoning. That's all. Oh, that's it right there. That's it. The look says it all, ladies and gentlemen.
It smells like straight up chili powder. Is
Yeah,
what
that's
it smells
honestly
like.
what it does.
I don't even need 3.
Oh damn!
You don't want.
You'll have some more after the podcast. That's for sure. That's the beauty is we got snacks after the podcast now. Oh, hang on, I haven't muted yet. You're good. Sorry, audio listeners. It's like I can picture it now. Somebody listening to it in their car.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. What is the one we did that one time? No, it was one of the retros. You and Alan were like eating cookies, and it was just sticky. It was just plain sticky, and even she commented on it. She's like, "Oh,
I
it
texted
sounded
him and I was
so
like,
gross."
"Who's eating?"
Yeah, it was bad. Are you?
Both of us.
We'll review them here in a second, but is it doing what it's trying to do right now?
I think they did a weird like. I almost get
I almost
like.
don't like the smell.
Oh, I do.
It's got a little bit of an ass smell to it at first whiff.
I like how you enunciated the ass smell.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of like duty.
One thing I noticed, I don't know, maybe I'm making this up. It almost like has like almost like there's like celery or something in it. Like it like really encompasses the whole taco, not just the meat.
And then next year, Tony's gonna be on the back of one of these. Lay's Duty Booty.
What you're tasting is not celery. That's supposed to be lettuce.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, tell the
oh
lettuce.
yeah. But I mean, what do you put in a chip to make it taste like lettuce? You put celery in it.
I'm sure it's in there.
Yeah.
All right, one more. Not that I need another one, but
That's what. Yep. Mm.
there's a little bit of a cheese in there too.
Yeah. There's a tiny bit of cheese.
Do you need to taste any more? Or? All right.
Paprika
Paprika.
is the
Okay.
last ingredient.
It was also one of Blue's Clues friends.
So I respect Lay's this year for going with the 3 flavors because I think the last couple years they've done like 4. So they've given you like 2 wavies or 2 kettles and then all that. So off the bat, eliminate the bagel in my opinion.
You have
The
to.
bagel's not even an option.
You have to.
Rating here.
Just eliminate it because you can literally just go buy a Lay's chip and it's the same thing.
Maybe my palate isn't that
I'm
good.
gonna disagree. I can definitely taste the difference between a regular potato chip and
But
that.
does it do what it wants to do? Does it taste like a bagel and cream cheese?
I mean, have you ever had an everything bagel with plain cream cheese?
I've had an everything bagel, not with cream cheese, but because it sounded weird to me.
Would you describe an everything bagel as exploding with flavor?
Yeah, they have a lot of flavor. It's got a distinct flavor. That's
a
the thing I don't
distinct
like
flavor,
about them.
but also with bread. It's
Yeah,
bread. So, I mean, they taste kind of plain.
it's just
but
super salty.
I'm also going to argue that they don't taste the same as a plain potato chip.
I'll give you that. I wouldn't say it's a plain potato chip, but I just don't think it's.
Oh, it's not
I just
enough.
don't think it's a
don't
bagel
think
with
it's-
cream cheese.
It's a plain
It has no hint of cream cheese on it.
This guy, no.
I
plain
taste
potato
zero cream cheese, and I'm
Oh,
sensitive
I
to that
tasted.
stuff.
I put that on my tongue, and the only thing I taste is Parmesan.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
like
taste
Parmesan
cheese.
and onion powder. That's all.
cheese.
So
So it's different than a regular potato chip. Am
Yeah,
I
I'm not saying
fighting for it. No.
no. So would you say it's definitely eliminated out of terms of what's the
Yeah,
best
the
one?
only thing
Yeah.
I'm bummed about is that I prefer kettle cooked chips.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucks because I would, you know.
They already won it in years past, and they need to bring it back because they had the kettle cooked wasabi ginger chips. So good, so good.
Dunk it in a little soy.
Yeah,
You could.
yeah. It tastes just like sushi with a little bit of wasabi. Okay, so we got to narrow down to these 2 right here. I can already tell you right now that Johnny's pick is on the right side, my right,
Your left.
your left. The taco.
That's correct.
You want to put up your argument for the taco over the green tomato?
It's it has more flavoring than the green tomato. It hits you very strong. I don't know.
I think I disagree with the flavoring part.
Do you?
I think it does a lot, but this is a distinct flavor. This is not something you have ever tasted in a chip before.
Oh no. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying this.
It does flavor. Okay, I'll give it to you because it does hit you with all the subtle hints, and I've never had it.
This one you're like, oh, that kind of tastes like that. That you're like, yeah, that's good. Taco seasoning, yep.
Could
on
you
the chip?
Could you get down with this for weeks and months on end? Like if they kept distributing this, would you get some more of these?
Yeah, I mean they were good enough to keep buying again. Yeah. I mean, both of them are good. I just prefer the taco.
Okay, I'll give it to you. What about you? Neither of them. Don't like them either.
I'm fine with this one. The fried green tomato. I think you're right. It has an interesting flavor that I've never had before.
Very true.
I like them. I think they're kind of like, it's kind of one of those where you kind of go, when you taste it, so you have to try another one. This, we discussed the lettuce thing. I don't like it.
You don't like that?
Nope.
I think
gross.
that's my favorite part. Because
The
my
lettuce?
favorite part of a taco is the lettuce. Like when I go get a taco from Taco
Oh.
Bell, it's like load that
Really?
that up. I
I would
love
rather
the
have-
taste of it just sticks out.
I like that meat flavoring.
Oh, do you? Because it's not meat. Meat paste.
I mean,
It
they're
is-
not.
it is
Neither
meat.
are bad chips. If
Just
I was
grade
at a
D
party,
meat.
I'd probably keep sticking my hand in the bowl. But I like these better.
My only concern with this one is it might have the West Coast truffle fries effect. Whereas you keep eating it and you taste less and less of the distinct flavors. I don't think the distinct flavors would go away from this because there's a lot of chili powder in here.
Yep.
So if you had to lean one or the other, if you had to pick one, which one would it be?
I mean, it's gonna come down to the fact that these are just plain chips and these are ruffles.
Yeah.
So I like
You
those
like
better.
Ruffles? Okay.
If this was either a ruffle or
Or
a
a
kettle
kettle.
cooked, it would
See,
win by
I feel like this
landslide.
would lend more to the ruffle size because, like crunchy
Yeah.
taco, it's got to be a little bit more crunchy, but
Agreed.
The texture
I don't know
kind
why
of
they
killed it for
switched
me.
these up. Okay. I'm sorry, baby. I'm not going to agree with you. I'm going to have to go with the taco just because
That's fine.
I think I could get down. I love chili powder. You know me. I'm all about my seasonings. But this is a close second.
Lord.
I really
Yeah.
want to get downstairs and eat more of these after the podcast.
They're really
See you
good.
soon.
Play some Rock Band.
They're really good. Just the taco just takes it.
Yeah. No, I
You can take those
overall,
home with you.
let's rate them out at 10. Let's do that too because we picked the one
Ugh.
that's our clear winner. But let's rate them out of 10 starting with the bagel.
Okay.
Oh, I was like, are we supposed to shout it out? or what?
let's do the game misconduct scale. We do an A through an F.
Okay.
You can throw
Oh.
minuses and plus in there.
To be a bagel chip, it's an F. As a whole chip, it's a C.
Okay.
I was
It's a,
gonna say
it's,
C
a,
average.
it's a good tasting.
It doesn't
good
taste
chip.
bad.
No, it's a
No.
good tasting chip.
I'd
that
honestly eat it if it was there.
It didn't. There's no bagel taste in this.
No,
That's-
it tastes like cheese.
Yeah. It
I-
doesn't.
If you handed me that chip and said, "Oh, it's Parmesan," I would be like, "Yep,
Oh yeah, Parmesan chips.
Yep,
So
I
what
would-
would you rate it?
same,
Same.
C." It's an average chip.
Yeah.
C's get degrees. It's
I'm
fine.
C minus in my opinion, just because.
Oh, we can do the minus.
Yeah, you can throw a minus in there.
Oh,
C minus. All right, let's move on to the green tomatoes. Johnny, what do you think? Would you eat that chip again?
I would. I'm gonna give it a B plus.
Okay.
he keeps
I-
stealing my things.
I think it's a great idea. It's obviously the most unique one out of all of them. It gets you there, but it doesn't quite get you there.
Yep.
But it's a B plus. It's a B plus because of how unique it is, and I don't know. It's a good tasting chip.
Okay. How about you, Liz?
I'm gonna give it an A minus.
Ooh,
I'm
good
gonna bump
choice.
it up. Sure, it is interesting. I don't eat a ton of chips, but I'm one of those. I feel like, at least in comparing us two, I'm a lot more sensitive when it comes to taste.
Mm-hmm.
He'll eat something that he's like, "Oh, this is so good," and I'm like, "This is so salty. I can't even
Yeah.
eat it. It's so salty."
There's a lot of salt in these chips.
So
this one has a lot.
Yeah. So I mean, I thought it was really good. I liked the subtle sweetness of the tomato, and A minus. I like a wavy chip.
I'm going to give it an A minus as well. I think it's a very solid chip, and I would eat it definitely again. Now, this might change if I keep eating more, depending on how my stomach tells me.
Stay
But
tuned.
for the time being, after 3 chips, an A minus. And finally, the crispy taco. Johnny, take it away, baby.
I'm gonna do the Japanese scale, and it's an S.
As in super
You know how
sweet.
you know how they do
like
it
when
in games.
you, yes, like you did a super, like in the Dynasty Warriors or whatever. Did they do grading in that game?
I don't know if they did. They might have.
Yeah.
I know they did it in Devil May Cry.
Yeah, and Ninja Gaiden as well.
Yeah, and things like that. So this is an S.
Yes, it's
chip.
above an A.
It's a chip.
Oh.
It's a chip on its own shelf.
Stands out from the crowd, huh?
It's great.
It's like if Taco Bell started making chips. Maybe even better.
Right there.
There it is. What about you, Liz?
B.
B. Ooh, down
Taco
the
Bell's
road.
way better than those chips.
Oh, damn.
Well, yeah, of course.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah,
just
you can always
thought
go with that
that
Taco 12 pack.
I thought that the chili powder was a little aggressive for me. I didn't. I mean,
I get it.
it's fine. I think
That's
it's
not a bad
too.
grade, though.
I think it's no, it's not. It's too lightweight of a chip for the flavor. So I feel like somebody just kind of took the chili powder shaker and dumped it onto a little wimpy chip. I hate wimpy chips, so
That's fine.
yeah.
I'm gonna give it an A. I think Lay's Do Us a Flavor knocked it out of the park this year. There's some solid flavors in the past. You've maybe had one, and then some were just plain horrible. So they gave you 2 quality flavors here, A minus in my opinion, and you should go try them. Just don't worry about that one unless you just want potato chips or something salty. I mean, you're not gonna get what you're going for here. It's just like you said, it's not a bagel. So.
It's not gonna. I mean, you're not gonna.
Yeah.
I was expecting to taste something weird. I really was. I was expecting it to be a little bit different.
I was expecting more of a bready taste, like bread.
And I guess it's kind of hard to do with a potato.
Yeasty.
But to be fair, if you, well, even the great biscuits and gravy had more just gravy taste to it.
That one
I was
actually,
like mashed potatoes and gravy more
that
than
sounds
anything.
nasty.
You're not a.
It wasn't the
Not a gravy
worst.
fan. I liked it. It won because it was the most obscure.
Yes.
I have a feeling taco's going to win this year, though. It's super generic, and everybody loves tacos, so they're just going to throw votes on it just for the sake. But I hate the story. I'm sorry. Who is this? What's her name?
Ellen.
Ellen. My fiance loves beef tacos.
It's like she's trying to claim the beef taco.
Yeah, please.
You didn't invent that.
Story-wise, my
Greg.
man Greg here.
Yep, Greg, you got it.
Greg for the win.
I want you to win.
It's
Greg.
wholesome.
Went
It's
for
family.
went for the family. The family emotional take.
This is just too basic. The whole thing is too basic.
Who did it? Is it a female?
Yeah, it's Lindsay, and
Lindsay.
look at
I was
her.
gonna
She
call her-
doesn't eat a bagel and cream cheese every day. She's lying.
You don't know that. She might.
She might.
What
might.
are your favorite Lay's Do Us a flavors? And also, what do you think of these 3 flavors right here? If you've tried them, put them down in the comments below. Or if you just want to say something in the comments, do that as well. But yeah, that was fun. Moving on to the next topic, which is Top 10 Tuesday.
Ooh.
Hey, guess what? It was supposed to be Brandon's turn this week. He's not here. He couldn't make it. So this is an on-the-fly topic. Liz had a suggestion, but we're going to do that the next time this happens, so stay tuned for that. But we chose Alexandra's topic because we ran out of time. We actually put it up for a vote in the group, and it came down to Landon, and Landon got confused, I think. I think he was working.
Yeah.
Because he messaged us, and I was like, wait, what's the tiebreaker? It's like, oh, whatever.
You were.
So we
but-
chose the one that was a little bit easier, because Liz is actually, I like your topic. We're definitely going to use it, because it makes you think.
He asked for something obscure, and I gave it to
definitely
him.
was. Even Alan,
it's a good
Alan
one.
voted for it. He's like, that's different. We don't normally do that. So whenever that comes around, let's just start doing that whenever it's just both of us.
That's fine.
Because I mean, we've rocked the 2 unit before, but now it's 3 unit technically. Look at that. So we're gonna do this one, and the way we're gonna do is we're gonna split it up. I'm gonna take 5. He's gonna take 5. And you can take 5 if you can think of them on the fly.
I don't know.
You got us going through our list to think of some, and I got. Do you have a pen, Johnny? Here you go. If you want to write it down, you can use the Dark Souls book. But this is. You want to say what it is?
It is
From your lovely wife.
top 5 TV characters.
This is fun. I also realized how, and she even pointed it out, sexist I am with characters on
All
TV
of
shows
us?
after doing this.
They're all one gender.
Unfortunately, all females. What's up, ladies? Anyways, you want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay,
So these are my favorite. Well, first off, let me do my honorable mentions.
Yeah,
first?
go for it.
Sure.
So we are supposed to do 5, but
I have 10 total,
We're
so
gonna
it's
do 10.
technically top 10.
Okay.
But let's go with my honorable mentions. These are people that didn't quite make the list, but still enjoy them.
okay.
Honorable mention number 1 is Will Arnett, and he played Job
In Arrested Development.
in Arrested Development. He's not my favorite character on there,
No.
but he definitely plays it well, and he plays it enough to where it's, acting wise, I think it is the best character on the show. He's got so much dynamic. His jokes run throughout the whole thing. It's really funny. He's got some really good parts. Him and Franklin.
Yep.
Just I have never laughed any harder than
Yep.
watching that show.
Shout out to your wife and her group of friends. They turned everybody on to Arrested Development.
Yeah.
Even myself. I came down from Tulsa, and they were watching it. I'm like, this show's actually quite hilarious.
It
So
is
shout
really
out
funny.
to you for turning me on to that show.
I'm
I'm sure you watched it with her.
Oh yeah,
right?
fun note. Season 5. Spoiler alert. Do this until I say.
Was there 5 seasons?
Well, the 5th season's coming up. They made
Oh,
the 4th season.
okay, gotcha.
Did you watch season 4?
I'm on the last episode. I never finished it. I didn't even have to. I didn't like 4.
Okay, never mind. Not gonna say it.
It's fine. It's fine. I don't care. It's just one episode.
Okay. Well, spoiler alert.
Do this again.
Cinco de Cuatro.
this.
Cinco de Cuatro.
Yeah. I don't know if it's happened yet, but Lucille 2 dies in the show. You told me to do it.
It's okay.
So
I'm ready for this.
season 5 is going to be a murder mystery, trying to figure
no
out
way.
who killed her.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Are they going to actually get everybody together this time?
I think they are.
Okay, good. Because are you a Arrested Development fan?
Never seen it.
They-
Not a
we need-
single
They
episode.
they got the last season approved by Netflix, and unfortunately they all had like schedule obligations, so they had to film all their stuff separately, so none of the characters were really together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like Justice League.
Yeah. Second honorable mention, Craig Robinson and his portrayal as Daryl Philbin. I had a mix up between, I didn't know if I was going to put Daryl or if I was going to put shoot, what's his name? See, this is where I'm confusing all these characters. Him or Stanley. But,
I love Stanley, but Stanley kind of went off the cuff in the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, he did. And I mean, Daryl just had some of the funniest things. He, like Michael would say something to him, he'd just give him that stare.
Yeah, it was that stare
and,
every time.
And then Michael would just kind of be like, ooh, kind of, do stuff like that. There's a cat there.
Oh my goodness, we have kitties on the set.
Oh no.
Daryl's just one of those characters you see grow a lot in the show. As he starts, he's like just a warehouse worker. He's in a couple of episodes. Then he comes on a little stronger, gets a bigger role.
That's good. I haven't seen that far.
Oh.
So we're full of spoilers.
Yeah, it's full of.
It's all
spoils
good.
today.
It's all good.
Another honorable mention is Emilia Clarke's Daenerys Targaryen.
This cat.
That's a good pick.
It is a good
Hi,
pick.
baby.
Say hello to Minerva before I take her downstairs.
Hello.
She loves you.
Minerva.
Bye-bye.
John is Minerva's number one guy.
Sure is. Oh, there's another one down here, but
She loves
I'm
him.
run away.
Daenerys. Obviously, she's a big part
She's a boss ass bitch.
Game of Thrones. Exactly. She's one of the better Game of Thrones character. Her story arc is very awesome. In a world where women are not as prominent in Game of Thrones, she's lifted herself up to be one of the top.
And she's super hot.
Also, shout out to
Agreed.
her sidekick, Masande. She's
Yeah.
pretty badass
Yeah.
too.
Oh yeah.
That,
She knows so much.
The show started off with a bunch of old men that were just ruling everything.
Seriously?
Now it's, another spoiler alert. Cersei's at the top. Daenerys is at the top.
Yeah. Well, you
And
had
some other people.
You had a couple people in there,
Which
but
we
they
won't
just
say then.
recently had some struggles.
Moving on. Just because of how great the role was, Will Smith playing himself in Fresh Prince.
Nice.
It's a classic pick. A lot of people grew up watching that show. I did.
So true.
I couldn't put it up to on my list, but he would definitely be on an actual top 10 list.
Okay.
If I had to take it off a top 5. Real big fan of Will Smith, his rapping, his
DJ
music
Jazzy
career.
Jeff.
Fresh Prince, man.
Yeah. And then most if not all of his movies are done really well. Besides one of them, which we used to read a book from. Suicide Squad. And then my last honorable mention, I couldn't bump her up because I have another character spoiler on this list from the same show, but
So many spoils, John.
it is Winona Ryder in her portrayal of Joyce.
You like that?
Yes.
Oh, she was so annoying to me.
But
She was weird.
She was supposed to be.
that's part of it. She's supposed to be over the top crazy.
Yeah.
Her son has been ripped away from her, and she's trying to find everything she can to get him back. It's a great portrayal of that.
She nails that like crazy mom, but also she's that mom that's struggling, that single mom that obviously is struggling to take care of her kids, but she's also a little insane.
Yep.
And we all know Winona Ryder does well at insane.
Yeah.
She's always been good
It's
at
a
playing
great
that. and she-
portrayal.
I agree.
I couldn't put it up top because of another character that I put on the list, which is actually my number 5. I'm gonna start the list now.
Go for it.
Number 5 is Millie Bobby Brown's
Bruh.
portrayal of Eleven.
Honorable mention because I was just about to add her to my list because I was trying
And a
to
lady.
finally found my lady. No, she was amazing.
She was the perfect.
I don't remember
perfect
these
person.
things. That's my problem.
Yeah.
Is I
know,
sit
as
here and I
soon
think
as
of
I'm
the.
like, oh, yeah.
I forget how much we gotta watch Stranger Things again.
Yeah.
I
will.
love that show.
It's a great show. 2 months. 2 months. The premiere for season 2. Actually, it's not even a premiere. They're just releasing all the episodes, so you can watch it then on Netflix.
The binge. That
Cannot wait.
It was just I don't know. She had a great role in that. You just wanted to pretty much, I don't know,
I wanted to give her a
be
hug,
her, yeah.
even though she could probably kill me with her brain.
give her a hug.
You want to be her best friend because you know she's got you.
Ego.
Well, what was it? Duncan? Duncan was the guy that had the little lisp or whatever, his front teeth. Is that his name?
Dustin.
Dustin. I'm sorry, yeah.
Stunning cute.
So many good little kids
Yeah.
in that show. They're so awesome.
Very
Some
much.
great acting by children. Which
And they're crossing over to It,
Yeah.
which I found out this week that the directors of Stranger Things wanted to do It, but they didn't get it.
Yeah.
So, shout out to you YouTube commenters.
probably would have been like the same thing.
It's my number 5. She's also there because she is, she's a young child and she acts very well. So
She did a great job.
I follow
did.
her on Instagram and
she's-
she's super cool.
She's British, isn't she?
yeah, she is.
So she
And
played
she
a-
actually can sing.
Can she really?
Yeah. She can sing.
Those cats are desperately trying to get up here because you're here.
Yeah.
That's why.
I know.
They're like, oh, mommy is up here.
My number 4. This is kind of a guilty pleasure of mine.
Ooh, I like it.
I'm a big fan of the show. I love it. It is Jensen Ackles' portrayal of Dean Winchester in Supernatural.
Oh, no way.
I love
Yeah.
Supernatural.
No, this one's backwards. That's not Dean from Gilmore Girls.
Right.
That's
Right.
the other. Okay. Cool.
Right. So he is the shorter brother with the
Yeah, he
shorter
was on
hair.
Smallville for a season. I remember him.
He's the best character. Spoiler alert if you don't know what
All
if you haven't
20
watched
seasons.
it. I think it's like 13,
God, it's
13, 14.
So many. Here's
he-
good though.
He's the big brother. He puts a lot of the weight on himself because he wants to protect his younger brother. He does a lot of things to keep his brother safe, as well as other people he comes across. He comes off a little bit of hard-headed and his way or the highway, but it's because he wants to protect his brother, and I think that's a good
I need to
little
watch
thing.
that show. I hear it's really good.
It
They put
is
up
really
on,
good.
Like, Netflix or something. Or is it on there?
It is on
It
Netflix.
is.
No
on
way.
Netflix.
Yep.
Okay.
The
There it is.
The first couple seasons, a little rough, but they get better.
That's most CW shows.
Definitely. But I don't know. I really like his character.
My name is Oliver Queen.
Best portrayal of Green Arrow, but that's for another one. This top 3, I couldn't really. I just had to put it
I
out
never
there.
numbered mine.
But number 3 is Chris Pratt's portrayal of Andy Dwyer in Parks and
Very
Rec.
good, Yep.
Probably one of the best parts of that show. That's pretty much, I believe, why he got the role for Star-Lord. Everybody saw how funny he was.
Yep.
A lot of his stuff on that show was ad-libbed,
Yep.
and he just kind of would say things and just went with it. And he's just a really funny dude. It's a great character. I love the show, and Andy's one of the best parts of that show.
Yeah, he is. What was his Burt Macklin?
Yeah.
FBI.
FBI, and just the stuff he would do. He was the lovable idiot,
Yep. I'll give it. Yeah.
and it was a good. Number 2 is Steve Carell as Michael Scott.
Okay.
I don't know. I had to put him a little bit higher than Andy,
Absolutely.
but Michael Scott just literally another lovable idiot.
Yep.
He would say the stupidest things, the
Absolutely. Oh God.
most.
Just so cringy.
It's why HR came to him a lot, and he had a lot of problems. He didn't really have a filter, and he just couldn't. A lot of racial issues that he just didn't know what he was saying.
Shout out to Dating Michael.
Yeah,
Date Michael.
and so it just
Sorry, Date.
just a great character. I think that's you have to have him in your top 3, maybe top 2 of Office characters of all time. Has to be.
Only one.
Yeah.
But I'll give you top 2.
Yeah. So just a great portrayal. It was really well. Never mind.
I'm curious to hear what your number 1 is.
My number 1. This is a recent show. I love the actor. I love his role. And it's Kit Harington as Jon Snow.
No way.
I like that.
He's just got that lovable face.
He's got the lovable face. He goes through all this stuff. And he's still as honorable.
Yeah. And this season, he's really hitting home for me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's sticking to his values, but at the same time, I just love him. Yeah, that's good. That's a good pick. I like it.
He's another kind of Jensen Ackles character where he's putting himself up for all these people. He's gonna go do these things so these people can survive. He's gonna leave the North so he can go ally with people to come help. He rode out to go grab his brother.
God, that was awesome.
Unfortunately,
so much anxiety.
Unfortunately, the brother did not make it. But
We all knew.
He gets put in these situations, and everybody still comes behind him.
Yep.
So I think he's a great Game of Thrones character. He's my favorite Game of Thrones character. It's a great portrayal.
Awesome. I like your list a lot. Gonna be completely honest, I have one person from your list on mine, but we'll get to that.
Right.
I didn't document this one because I was really busy beforehand, but here comes my honorable mentions.
Okay.
Real quick. Charlie Cox. I can't say his name. Charlie Cox from Daredevil.
Mm-hmm.
He plays Matt Murdock or Daredevil, whoever you want him to be. He just plays really two separate characters that he does so well. He does the gritty, nasty side when he's Daredevil, and then the calm, sophisticated side when he's Matt Murdock. He could have been a killer Batman. Gonna be completely honest. If he didn't get this Daredevil gig, I think he would have been one of the top choices for me in terms of. Of course, I would have known if he didn't do Daredevil.
Right.
But he just did such a great job.
Definitely.
Also, Tom Welling as Clark Kent in Superman. This is a guilty pleasure of mine, kind of like Supernatural with you. It was one of those coming of age stories. I love Superman. It got a little terrible towards the end, but those first 5 seasons, man, there's nothing better than thinking. It puts you in the perspective of if you were an adolescent kid and you had powers, how would you manage it? I really liked the way he handled it. Not so much everybody else on the show; they were very cheesy, but kind of close to home. And Alan will agree with me on that one. We're big Smallville fans, so. And then T.J. Miller, Erlich Bachman from Silicon Valley, recently left the show, but he's just one of those weird. There's so many characters. Honestly, the whole cast of Silicon Valley.
I'm just gonna say,
especially the guy that plays Jin Yang. He kills me, absolutely kills me. And Dinesh. You don't watch the show, but they're just all so great. And honestly, to be fair, like my least favorite person is the main guy.
He's like not even really the main guy.
Yeah, he's not anymore. What's his name again?
I mean, Richard on the show.
Richard, he's that forgettable.
I'm very bad at actor names, but
anyways, moving on to my top 5 here. I probably have so many more I could have done honorable mention on, but ran out of time, and also I just kind of was like, whatever. But number 5, I'm going to try to rank these as I look at them because I didn't put a number next to them. It's Frank Underwood, Kevin Spacey from House of Cards. Not so much these last few seasons, the last 2, just this last season. But up until now, he was just this menacing force, and his just like monologues with you as the viewer were some of the most just intense, beautiful moments on any show I've ever watched. He'd just turn to the camera and he's like, "Oh, you thought I forgot about you? Well, let me tell you this." And it was just he's menacing. He's an evil person, and he does it so well. But it's Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey's phenomenal.
He's just the villain of everything, in my opinion.
Advanced Warfare.
Advanced Warfare.
There's a meme of Kevin Spacey. I don't know if you've seen it. He's sitting. I think he's at a baseball game, and he's got a Kevin Spacey mask. And then he takes it off, and he just smiles.
He was at a Florida Panthers game.
Yep.
Because the team had this sweater that was Kevin Spacey's face in like a galaxy, and that was like their lucky charm. And then he found out about it. He said, "Fine, man, I want to come to one of these games." And like he wanted to give. They won the game too.
It's so funny because he's just got that mask on, and he takes it away, and he's just like,
It's just he's the best.
He's
he's
love
awesome.
him, so.
apparently he's like the nicest, most down to earth
Yeah.
guy too. He just has this ability to play this awful human,
person. Here's another guilty pleasure of mine. Vilo Ventimiglia, is that how you say that? You're a fan of
His
him.
name is Milo
Milo?
with an M.
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
Oh,
Milo.
shoot.
Milo Ventimiglia. He played Peter Petrelli
Petrelli.
on Heroes.
Oh, I was going a different route.
Where are we going to go?
He's in This Is Us, isn't he?
Yeah, no, I'll give him that. He's a great actor. I'll give him that as well.
Yeah, I
Completely
forgot about that show.
My very
Shoot.
first
mention.
exposure to him. Oh crap! And I forgot about I forgot there.
Randall's my honorable
Randall.
mention.
Yep. same.
Randall. Holy hell.
No. He's not even honorable mention.
He's number one. Holy crap!
He takes. Jeez, I forgot about that.
Dang it.
See, it's these recent shows you
Yeah.
don't think about. You think of the ones that you've been watching all these years, but This Is Us is a. Oh god! And what was his dad's name? Crap, Randall's dad.
Oh,
He was even better.
William.
Yeah,
William was. Oh god.
Yeah, if you haven't watched
I'm
that
gonna
show,
cry.
please watch
I'm gonna
that
cry
show.
thinking about that show.
Tony almost did cry.
Oh, I struggled. Like I was over there, like holding back. I'm like, I can't do this. I gotta be a boy. I gotta be a man.
This was like
I
when
gotta
we
be a
watched
man.
Inside Out.
Yeah, exactly. Let me keep moving up. Peter
right.
Petrelli, Heroes, guilty pleasure. It only went for like 3 or 4 seasons, and then they brought it back. But he was just such a badass and an honorable dude in that show. I think I just like him as an actor. He's really good. Even his Gilmore Girl days, from what I've seen, and then obviously This Is Us. He steals the show.
Mm-hmm.
He really does. Number 3, Kiefer Sutherland. Jack Bauer. Now, he is the modern day Chuck Norris, so you can't discredit him. He spawned all the beautiful t-shirts, kind of like if Jack Bauer was president, he would be his own Secret Service and stuff like that. So he just brought forth all the awesome jokes. He's a guy that shot down a helicopter with a pistol. He can do it all, baby. Not so much in the last 2 seasons because they were kind of garbage, but everything up until that point, they were great. I was just like, Jack Bauer's going to save the day. When does Jack Bauer take a poop in those 24 hours? Because he's never doing it. Or when does he eat food? He just never does it. Like, man, this guy
Eats bullets.
He doesn't shit. So Jack Bauer's number 3. Number 2 is Ned Stark, played by none other than Sean Bean, the guy that dies in every single thing that he's in.
Yeah.
Curse.
Was only in 1 season of Game of Thrones, but left a huge impact on the show, and honestly has one of the most memorable performances in my opinion. Jon Snow is definitely a close second, though. I love Kit Harington. Him coming back gave me all the tingles and the emotions. But Ned Stark, man, that's my boy. Ned Stark, so honorable. Everything's happened unfortunately because of him, but
Yeah.
at the same time, he made the right decisions.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you follow Game of Thrones, he's probably, barring Jon Snow, the best character because of everything that he did not share with people to keep people safe, and just the way the way he is.
He's an honorable dude, man.
Well, and
Very
he
much.
left his legacy. Like, you still watch an episode and he's still there somehow. Where
people
you
talk
have
about
all
him.
these characters that have died, and you're kind of like, oh, I forgot about them. Like,
Yeah.
remember in season 2 when so and so died, and you're like, oh yeah, I forgot.
Rob Stark.
You don't forget that Ned
You don't
died.
forget about Ned.
His wife.
And like you said, even his legacy,
Catelyn.
he made himself look worse than what he did for a greater cause, and that's an honorable man in my book. He took spoilers. We're getting to spoiler territory, but
It's like a Snape.
he did a great thing. Exactly, he's the Snape. I love Snape from Harry Potter.
Snapey.
I love. Oh God, rest in peace, golly.
Yes.
And
To
number
both.
1 is Mr. Steve Carell as Michael Scott. I didn't talk much when you were talking about him, just because I wanted to have a moment. But Steve, your performance on that show is something I will remember for the rest of my life. And Landon probably agrees. Just so many jokes, just so many things that I draw upon as inspiration in my whole life. When I try to be funny, I get from that show. Just the awkwardness. I just love awkward comedy, and he nails it. Like you said, with the That's What She Said, and like the HR stuff, and like even on down to his utter hatred for Toby. It was just everything.
He hates him.
Oh God.
And there's like so much physical comedy with like the blank stares
Yep.
and his ability to just kind of sit there with that dumb look on his face.
Yeah, how oblivious he is to normal
It's
everyday
funny.
things.
Favorite Michael Scott moments.
Oh, I have not
I've got two.
I've not
You go
actually seen
first,
all of The
because
Office, but
One of my favorite ones is when he takes the girls on a shopping trip because they're so, not thought of, in the company, and he was pushing this Women's Day. Angela's sitting at, I'm guessing it's a Victoria's Secret, and he kind of casually walks up to her, and he's like, it's like, do you want anything? Do you want like a thong, a padded bra? And she's like making all these faces, and he's like, come on, Santa can get you a brand new bra. And it's just super funny because she's so he's genuinely asking to do something nice, but he does it in such a creepy way. Love that it. And then when I don't remember what happens, but he comes out of the bathroom, and they're like, Michael, are you okay? And he's like, just pooping. Just pooping. Yeah, see, for me, it's the little subtle lines that you have to catch really quick. I had 3. I'm gonna start with the first one. He's all upset because he ran over what's her name? The redhead chick. God, I forgot her name. Oh shoot.
Anyways, he's all upset because he screwed up, and Angela's cat actually just died, and everybody's all upset. He's like, "Oh, things are so horrible."
Meredith.
Meredith. And then he's like, "What happened?" And she's like, "Sprinkles died." And he called her like Prinkles or something like that. And I just died.
I do remember that.
And then there was another time where Toby was going on this rant about asbestos being the silent killer, and he goes, "No, Toby, you're the silent killer," and that was it. And oh god, I just had the other one that just kills me every time. I'll probably think of it when she's going through her list. But yeah, there's just so many different Michael moments that are just like...
I have one. This was before I ever watched The Office. He's down in the warehouse. I don't remember when it is because it was just a random episode, and he's down in the warehouse and he's playing all big shot like, I'm the manager. And they were talking about how much paper they put out, and he, obviously puts the number out in pallets, and he just goes, what's a pallet?
That's right.
He's like, a pallet of paper. And he's like...
And I got the other one. It's when it was at like the Christmas or whatever, and he gets all up on Ryan and keep going, I need this. And then Toby's like, Michael, you can't go up to an employee and say, I need this. It's just like so horrible. But yeah, no, that's Michael Scott. Love you, buddy. Steve, when you left the show, it was over. Do you have yours? Did you find out?
I do. And I've had a lot of edits based on your guys' list.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because I was actually worried John was going to hit more than what I had.
I've got a few honorable mentions. We'll go quickly because you already touched on this. Ned Stark. I cried when you died.
Yeah, that was rough. She did not. She avoided all Game of Thrones spoilers, so I was just waiting for that moment because that's the biggest what the F moment in my opinion of that show.
I didn't think they were actually going to kill him, and
that's what set the tone for Game of Thrones. People were like, "Oh God, nobody's safe."
No. No one is safe.
Yeah, she did cry. She
bawled. And then also, I hate to keep on the Game of Thrones train. I love Tyrion.
Yeah.
I feel for him so hard. He gets an honorable mention because he's got so much character growth, and he's got a lot of life. And
his courtroom scene when he's giving
God.
It. Yeah, very good.
So much emotion.
Lots of daddy issues.
Exactly.
Sorry, buddy. Okay, and then I put Randall on there. I had to add him because... we watched This Is Us together, and we were just
that guy is a fantastic actor.
By how good
I'm gonna
he
look up his name because even on the People vs. OJ.
I was gonna say, I apologize, but I don't have any actors' names. I'm not very good.
Remember what his name was?
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, I can't remember either. And then another honorable mention from The Office, Phyllis.
Yes.
My girl, I feel like my list kind of is characters that I feel bad for because she just makes me so sad, and then she gets a boyfriend, and then she's hot stuff all of a sudden, and I just love...
Bob Vance Refrigeration.
I just love her shift in attitude. Yep. She kind of goes from like Phyllis to... confident. Phyllis. And I just love it, and I think it's hilarious.
Sterling K. Brown plays.
That's it.
Yes. Yep. And I feel so bad for her when they're all making fun of her. She makes me sad.
That's why she struggles finishing that show because of that.
You laugh, but I'm like, that is mean. They're so mean to her, and I just don't.
Did you get to the wedding episode?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh
Michael
gosh.
getting up. Yeah.
Anyway, And then number 5, Schmidt from New Girl. I
Shoot.
don't remember his name.
Damn it.
I just think that he is
I'm a Nick fan.
so true to himself, and he is who he is. And I think some of my favorite, just not all of his comedy moments, but when he's just like having a moment, a Schmidt moment, and just there's a particular scene when they're at the LAX airport that just it's hilarious.
Some of the stuff Schmidt says is just hilarious.
God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. Man.
Yes.
Man.
Okay, and then, oh, shoot. I accidentally said I put Randall in my top 5, but I made him an honorable mention. He's that good. So Randall was number 4. And then number 3, I hate to go back to Game of Thrones, but Samwell Tarly.
She loves
Also,
Sam.
first season made me cry like every time he came on the stinking screen because he's the sweetest baby angel.
Sam, up until this point, has been a tough one. But he is amazing
so
this season.
Innocent, and I think I'm so happy for him because he finally found his niche and his stride and his purpose.
God, I love him.
And he's making a difference. Not that he didn't before with the whole Gilly thing and the John thing. Like, he's always had a strong, steady place in the show, but now he's, like, doing things.
Yeah. I love him. He's one of my favorite characters, and I want to see more of his stuff because he's so interesting.
I have a Funko of him for a reason.
you do.
Because he's my favorite. Okay, and then the other 2, kind of what we touched on earlier. I couldn't think of a lot of. I had struggled because I'm one of those people that when I like a TV show, I'm going to watch it over and over and over and over and over again. So one of the shows I was raised on, it came out the year I was born. Remember watching it my whole life, ER.
Oh.
Dr. Carter on ER was one of my favorites.
I never watched that show.
It's so good. He's the intern on day 1 and he's the hotshot on the last episode. So he comes a long way, and I know what it's like to work in a hospital and have no idea what's going on. So hits home. And then, of course, my number 1, my favorite show, I've seen it probably 9 times through, Gilmore Girls. Lauren Graham as Lorelai Gilmore is my number 1.
I knew that one. Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't get a Friends character in there.
I like Friends a lot, and I love their whole dynamic as a group.
It's kind of hard to pick one.
We could honorable mention the Friends group, but
Yeah.
if you split them out separately, I don't really care for either.
I get that.
Phoebe's my favorite, but I don't like her enough to put her on the list.
Shout out to How I Met Your Mother, Marshall, played by, what is his name? I don't remember his name. Forgot his name. Marshall's one of my favorite. Marshmallow. He's my absolute favorite.
He hits home with me, too, because he's from Minnesota.
Yeah.
I'm really sad because I haven't watched some of these shows, but I do want to check out The Wire on HBO, and also I've only watched like 2 episodes of Breaking Bad.
Oh, really?
And I've heard Walter White is amazing.
He is in his own category.
Well, we'll talk about him after you finish.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's I think my next endeavor.
You should. I was addicted.
That's a show you can sit down and watch.
It's hard for me to get addicted to TV. I watch a show, and if I like it, I keep it on in the background, and I don't really watch TV, but I binged that so fast. It's really good.
Yeah. Good list, everybody. Woo! I really enjoyed that, and thank you, Alexander, for the topic. It was on, it was last minute, so we appreciate all of you who help. But yeah, if you have a top 3, top 5, top 10, top 50, like Danny, TV show characters, put that down in the comments below.
Top 50.
Yeah, I know. That's how you get the belt. That's how you get the belt in the background, in case you're curious who the hell Danny is. Yeah. He's the one and only. Hashtag, what was it? What with Dan? Team up with Dan or
roll with Dan.
Roll with Dan. But
roll with Dan is way better than team up with Dan.
I didn't remember. It was on the fly.
Roll with Dan.
But anyways, moving on to the next topic, which is Jon Newz. Hey, buddy. Hey, you're back.
Hey.
I didn't even touch on that.
Hey.
You know, that was one of the hardest things to do last week. Not the Jon Newz, but it was hard to just do a podcast without you.
He was very emotional.
I was very sad.
Really?
We went 42 podcasts together. That's a long time. That's almost a whole year.
True.
Seeing each other every week. Do you realize we've seen each other pretty much every week, with the exception of a couple trips and whatnot?
That's true.
That's insane.
It's magical.
It is magical.
Like you guys
it's destiny.
Moment.
But this week it's
Destiny 2 comes out.
That's a Jon Newz
segue.
But this one goes out to you. This is your time, baby. Bring it back. Show them how Jon Newz is done.
I will give you that you did the pauses great.
Oh, good. Thank you. I tried so hard.
My wife was like, ha ha ha, that's you.
I was like,
it's like, let me just.
Hello. It's all about hello. And then it's like, what do you guys think of this?
I'm I'm working on it.
No, I think it's your staple. That's what I love about it. That's why I did it.
Just keep doing what you're doing.
You, John. We love that.
All right, let's get this started. We like Crash Bandicoot, correct?
Oh, God, we do.
Hey,
Do you not like
probably one of the more frustrating things. I've never sworn
but
at
you
the
like
TV
it.
while playing a video game, but Crash Bandicoot,
Yeah.
here we are. It's happening.
It's sold a lot of copies.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very popular game right now that people are snatching up to play on their PlayStation 4s. But there was a video released the other day from one of the UI artists, and they've actually got a little bit of interesting things on that video in the form of Xbox buttons during the
What?
gameplay.
There's no way.
So, is it we having like an Anthem Sony moment where somebody's photoshopping these, or is it an actual port over?
I mean, it's an Activision game technically, and they own the rights to it, so they could do whatever they want.
They could. I think
That's
that'd
a
be
big blow to Sony.
I think they'd be stupid not to, because
Yeah.
think about that money, which Activision wants your money.
And to be fair, they're probably going to
They
release
got it.
other Crash Bandicoot games, so
Yeah.
if you have an Xbox, you probably need to play them.
Right.
That's awesome, though, if they do bring it
So,
over.
the video was, I believe it was up on YouTube from one of the UI artists that helped create the remaster of the game. It has since been taken down.
That
Usually,
never looks good
Tricky.
when you
Yeah.
take it back down.
you either take it down because it's fake, or you take it down because it's a leak.
Yep.
And
That's
don't know.
crazy. I didn't know about this. That's
it's
awesome.
It's pretty interesting.
Actual news.
That is some hot news. Just like this room right now. It's burning up in here.
It's so hot.
It got hot real quick.
I'm probably gonna die. Speaking of remasters, Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 are coming to your Nintendo Switch.
No way.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It's coming out before the end of 2017.
We're getting a game.
4 months.
We're getting a game.
Every day Tony goes, oh, I wonder if they added more games to the Switch. No? Okay.
I really do.
Every day.
Yeah, it's never there if you're looking.
Hey, you get Overcooked now, and it doesn't run right, apparently.
Woohoo!
They are upscaling it. Actually, they're not upscaling it. It's a frame rate improvement to 1080p, and they improved the animations, which 1080p we're in 4K now on Nintendo.
Get with it.
But
They're always so behind.
they are. But if you think about it, you take those Joy-Cons out, start playing Resident Evil.
That'll be fun.
It'll be a good little
I'm
feel.
all for it. I'm sure Danny's all about it in the comments right now. We'll find out at the end. But yeah, you want some Resident Evil in your life, and you might as well. I wanted to play the. Do we have a cat up here?
The cat's back.
How did she get up here? Actually, a shout out, by the way, she hadn't been in the podcast since number 4.
Wow.
That was almost 40 weeks ago.
Can you sit
This one was on the
nice?
podcast.
Sit nice.
I don't know how she broke through because I set it up. She must have been headbutting it. She really wanted to get close to
She
Mama.
gets desperate.
She does.
She loves her mom.
But yeah, yeah.
Pretty interesting. It's another game for Switch owners.
Yeah, I think
Woo.
that'll be good because it's a good portable game. Because it was originally a 3DS game.
Yeah.
So
EA has merged BioWare Montreal and EA Motive Studios.
okay,
That comes after Mass Effect's
Failure.
downfalls.
Downfalls.
Montreal created Andromeda, and it kind of fell below expectations. They then told them that they would be a support studio, so now they're just combining them with Motive. And Motive is the company that is doing Battlefront 2, and they're also doing the untitled Star Wars game, co-developing it with Visceral.
okay, fun.
So you've got two pretty big, interesting games coming out that I guess they're trying to mold Montreal into this mix and kind of make them a little bit better than what they're doing. I from what I've played of Andromeda, I like it. From what I've heard about it, it's not that good once you get a little.
It's the
far
ending
into
that
it.
apparently that
Yeah.
ruins it.
But it's good news. Good news for Mass Effect people.
Yeah.
Because Battlefront looks awesome, and
Ooh, yeah, it does.
this visceral game, untitled Star Wars game. We don't know
They
what it is.
need to show something.
They
We've
do.
been
but
talking about it for
they
4
do,
years.
but it's got some gears turning here. You
Okay.
don't know.
It's about time.
Yeah.
It's about time. Oh, you gonna take it down?
She's lost privileges.
Okay.
On on a sad note, the designer of the original Mass Effect trilogy and currently Anthem, Corey Gasper, has passed away.
Oh no.
He was the lead on Anthem, so obviously somebody's gonna take his place. But he helped create Dragon Age Origins. He was the one that helped Mass Effect 2 and 3 change their combat from 1.
Okay.
So he kind of added another element to the combat. He also did work on Sonic Chronicles. Never played the game, but really, really sad to see that.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Because he's the lead on Anthem, and he probably had a very big stake in that. But
sorry if you're watching, by the way. I was smiling because the cat's down there trying to get back up.
She's
I wasn't
freaking
smiling over somebody dying there.
Yeah.
We were like, wow,
Yeah,
that's the
no.
most menacing motherfucker I've ever seen in my life.
don't know.
Yeah.
It's I hope I still think that game will be okay, but shout out to you, Corey.
Shout out.
Continuing with some game news, studio called Virtuos, I don't know,
Something.
whatever it is. They were in charge of the Ezio Collection remaster,
Uh-oh.
Return to Arkham,
Our favorite assassin.
the Final Fantasy remasters. They are currently porting a AAA title to the Switch.
Oh, what could it be? What could it be?
We don't know what it is.
What could it be? What could it be? What could it be?
Don't know.
AAA though, on the Switch.
AAA on the Switch.
Hashtag Kingdom Hearts.
I mean,
They did Final Fantasy.
They did do Final Fantasy.
Why don't they bring over Final Fantasy? You got the Cloud Amiibos.
Yeah, you could.
They need to bring something over that's Final Fantasy.
Yeah. They do kind of have a little bit of a shoddy record though. I know. I think the return to Arkham got pushed back a couple months.
Oh, okay.
Because apparently
So all
was
they
just-
do is
was just
remasters.
bad.
Period. Huh? Wow, that's
So-
interesting.
Kind of genius.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably not too hard to do.
Yeah. But you already have all the properties. You just
You
update
just
it.
make, make it look
exactly.
better. Make it look good.
That's-
All started with Halo, I
Yeah.
feel. Wasn't that like the first official remaster? Was the anniversary? Or
I
was there
think it
one
was.
before that?
I think it was.
After that, everybody went crazy.
Everyone's like, let's do remasters because they did it.
Yep, and they did it so well. That's the peak because you can hit the button to see the old graphics and then hit the button and bring back the new graphics. That was cool.
That is
Shows
cool.
you why Halo is one of the greatest games ever.
Absolutely, number one on my list.
Anyway, let's go away from video games and go into the more media entertainment side
Love it.
of things. Funimation Studios. You remember them? Did you watch a lot of
No.
animes in the 90s?
No,
Oh, okay. Never mind.
maybe Mobile Suit Gundam.
They are being acquired by Sony Pictures Television.
Oh, okay.
Sony has agreed to purchase 95% of the company.
Wow.
And so they actually bought them for $143 million.
Damn.
Shoot.
That's pretty big for an anime company.
It is. The library from Funimation contains Dragon Ball, One Piece, Attack on Titan, Cowboy Bebop.
Oh.
You've got some
I've
big,
never heard
big,
of those.
Big names.
big hitters in there.
Woohoo.
I think they're trying to make Funimation a little bit more competitive, trying to mainstream them a little bit, kind of take over Crunchyroll. I know Crunchyroll is one of the big names. I currently don't have that.
You probably need that in your life.
I just watch stuff on Netflix.
You gotta
but-
watch Breaking Bad first.
Netflix is
Yeah.
doing one this month. It's actually a live action remake of an anime. It's called Death Note. Have you heard of that?
I have.
I am actually very interested. It looks like an interesting movie.
Yeah. I'm so some of the newer animes I'm a little skeptical about. but
You're a Cowboy Bebop guy. Bebop, bebop, bebop.
It's one of the best ones. It only needed one season. That can tell you a lot of things. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that is. I like that.
I feel like anime has gone from when we were growing up as to like a niche. These are really weird people watching anime to now, and everybody's like, oh, anime's awesome. Which I'm
Yeah.
kind of sad. I grew up in that time period,
Right.
because it was just like, does anybody watch Cowboy Bebop? What's Cowboy Bebop? Are you watching cartoons? And I'm like, yeah, it's good.
It's good cartoon.
So-
Yeah,
It's my favorite
good.
cartoon.
So, I'm glad to see that evolve.
yeah, I'm with you.
I did enjoy me some Sailor Moon back in the day.
Oh,
Great show. Great show.
Love Sailor Moon.
Ant-Man and the Wasp has begun
I
filming.
saw that. That was cool.
It is scheduled to release July 6th next year. The first Ant-Man was hilarious.
Finally
I loved
adding
it.
another
I gotta
female
watch that.
superhero.
They are.
Yeah, you might like the first Ant-Man.
We talked about that.
It's
Yeah.
really funny.
She needs to watch a lot of the Marvels.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Sorry,
pick the
guys.
ones she'll like.
I've got Ant-Man on Blu-ray.
Do you have them all?
We will shortly with the Disney fan club if you want to join the Disney fan club.
Shout out.
Shout out Disney.
Use promo code Disney20.
Yeah. Wish we had that. But Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly, Michael Douglas will return as well as Michael Pena.
Yes, the best part of the first film.
Correct. Also, I know that they've come out with this since then, but Michelle Pfeiffer is going to be in the show.
Oh, no way.
I'm not sure who she's playing. I do believe that they did announce it, but I might have just skipped over it. Whoops. Lawrence Fishburne will be in it. He will.
What?
He will not be playing Morpheus.
Morpheus? Oh, man.
Or he might be.
I missed those shades.
And then Walter Goggins, which I don't know who that is right now.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Hang
Quick
on,
Google.
Hang on one second.
Oh, you're going to look at his look at the picture of his mug.
Walter
His mean mug.
Yeah.
Goggins. If you know who this is, and I'm just terrible, please stop.
No clue.
He played in Justified and The Shield.
Yeah, I don't know who that is already. I can tell you right now.
Let's see what else he played in.
The Shield was actually one of Alan's favorite shows.
He was in Django, Predators.
Okay, I might know him.
Lincoln, Machete Kills.
I might know him.
Hateful Eight.
Let me see his face. Oh yeah, I definitely know who he is. Never mind. Yeah,
I feel
I
like
can't
he
place
has some
him.
very distinct features.
yeah, he's been in stuff recently.
I feel like
he's
I
been in
haven't,
stuff very recently.
I haven't seen him because
What's his name again?
Walton something.
Walton Goggins. Born Identity.
Bro, he's been in so
Predators,
much. What are we talking
Cowboys and Aliens, Lincoln, Django, G.I. Joe Retaliation, Machete Kills, Mojave, Diablo, Hateful Eight, Maze Runner, Tomb Raider.
Tomb
Tomb
Raider.
Raider movie next year.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna be in
He's
that.
playing Sonny Birch.
He's on a show called Six. I've seen the stuff for that. Oh my God, he's been in a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen his face before.
Very nice.
Yeah, he's a popular guy.
Good additions to the show.
Yeah.
Or to the movie, I should say. But if you haven't seen the first Ant-Man, watch it.
Yeah, you should.
Very good.
We'll
John,
watch it.
can I borrow it?
Yeah, you can.
Cool, thanks.
I will bring it.
Yeah, because you
sometime.
still have my. Oh yeah, he's on vice principals right now. That's what I remember.
Gotcha.
He's one of the other ones. Yeah, because you got my Planet of the Apes. Have you watched that though?
Not yet.
Yeah, you
Oh
need to watch
my
that.
But I will.
You watch that, and then we'll all go see War.
Yeah.
War for the Planet of the Apes.
Will do.
Catch a matinee or something.
I know that I have said this on air, and I apologize for it. Pacific Rim does not come out this year.
Yeah, I was about to say when you said it came out this year, I was like, what?
I was reading some very old news.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah,
You know when it is coming out?
next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mr. Boyega.
March the 23rd.
Seems like a great day for
Yeah.
Pacific Rim to come out.
I own Pacific Rim on Blu-ray. I have never watched it.
Really?
I got it for Christmas, and
Dude, that movie's awesome.
I want to watch it.
I saw that
just-
movie in the IMAX. That is a must.
Well,
Big old monsters getting punched with robots in the IMAX.
too late.
I'm probably gonna watch it within the next week because this, I want to go see it. As you said, John Boyega, one of our favorite Star Wars characters,
Yes.
is joining the cast.
Traitor!
John Boyega is just he's a cool dude.
Yeah, he is.
Really excited for Pacific Rim 2. Even though I have not seen the first one, heard great things about it.
Yeah.
Can't wait to watch it in the next couple
That's
weeks.
one of Landon's favorite movies.
Really?
Yeah, but he's really into like monsters. Obviously, when we saw King of Kong, he
Yeah.
lost his
I
mind.
Yeah,
wasn't
he was
ready
excited.
for that. Like, that was awesome.
He loves some kaiju. I have a Pacific Rim shirt that I wear
know
most
you
of the
do.
time.
You do.
Most of the time.
Kaiju Hunter.
Kaiju Hunter, yeah.
Most of his time, he wears that shirt.
I wear it a lot on the podcast.
And the last topic today,
Ooh, the last one.
segueing into Star Wars.
Oh,
Nice segue.
we gotta get some.
Star Wars Episode 9 is getting a rewrite.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
I believe Ryan Johnson had given the writers a kind of place to go next. It was being written by Colin Trevorrow and Derek Connolly. Derek Connolly wrote Jurassic World.
Okay.
They wrote the most recent draft, but they've now brought in Jack Thorne. He wrote the movie Wonder. I've never seen it. Apparently, it's a pretty critically acclaimed movie. Not sure how much of the rewrite he will do. How much he's rewriting. Rewrites aren't usually a good sign, but but sometimes they can be. It's just kind of a toss-up.
Well, they had something happen there, obviously, with Carrie.
Yeah. But with Star Wars, you have to get it right. Because if you don't, you're going to have a bunch of people mad at you.
Yeah.
So
More than a bunch.
They'll reshoot that whole movie before
They will.
releasing a shitty one. So
yeah. So that's good. You're going to get a completely finished product with Star Wars. So I don't think it's a problem.
No, I don't think so either. It's very early on.
Yeah, it's early on. That movie does not come out until 2019. So you've still got 2 years for it to come out.
We've all seen some bad movies that we were like, man, you should have rewrote that.
Yep.
So
it's on the floor over there. Suicide Squad.
But May 24th, 2019 is the day that episode 9 will come out. I believe that's also when the second, don't quote me, the second Thanos movie.
They wouldn't do that because that's Disney, bro. Really?
I'm thinking it's 2019.
I wouldn't do that. I would not do that.
I could be wrong. Let me
that
look.
seems like a bad
I think
idea.
they put it in place of it because
Johnny wasn't prepared.
Yeah, I think
John was pretty prepared.
you get another Homecoming in between there, in between Avengers 1 and Part 2. I'm pretty certain because Part 1 comes out next year. And I thought that there was speculation that they weren't going to split them in two now.
I thought they were.
I'm not sure. Yeah, we gotta find out. We gotta find out right now.
Infinity
I don't know where
War.
my phone is.
Infinity War 2018.
I'm looking up 2 right now.
I'm just gonna dance around.
Yeah, dance for us.
Dance round.
Yeah, well, it says 2019. You might be May 3rd, 2019 is what it says. So what was the other one?
May 24th.
24th.
Wow.
So Disney's going to be making some money
They're
there.
looking to KO the box office. Wow.
Not that
Wow.
Disney's worried
Wow.
about money.
Wow.
And honestly, there's probably a live action movie release in May as well. Because why not?
Yeah.
Disney's just going to own.
Yeah, they'll probably
Own
put out
May.
like Lion King or something.
Yeah, probably.
Actually, I think that comes out next year. But yeah, no, Disney.
Aladdin?
Disney owns everything.
And
Just
then
get ready.
Last
Disney.
Jedi comes out this year.
Yeah.
Woo.
Oh, can't wait for
December
that.
the 15th.
Cannot wait for that. I keep forgetting about that.
It's going to be a great movie.
It's coming. Oh, is that all you got for this week? Throw it
That's
away,
it.
baby. Throw it away. Hey, we missed you. We're glad to have you back. And
Yay.
Glad to be back.
Doing the news.
Doing the news.
Well, I'm going to wrap this whole thing up. If you did not know, the Game Misconduct podcast is available on all audio services with the exception of Spotify. You can also watch it in video form over on youtube.com/Game Misconduct, where we release it parts 1 through 3 Monday through Wednesday in the full video podcast on Thursday. We also post on social media throughout the week, mostly. John, where do you post at, buddy?
Post on Twitter.
Twitter. What's our Twitter, baby?
It is
On Twitter.
at Gamer Misconduct.
Yeah, and what's yours, buddy?
My personal one is Johnny Pickles 89.
Johnny Pickles 89. Do you want to plug anything, Liz? Since
I
you
don't
made,
have
made the
a tweet.
whole podcast.
I don't have a tweeter.
You want to plug your Insta?
My Instagram, I don't know what it is.
It's
on the
world
ground.
famous, though.
It is.
It is world famous.
I think it's Liz in the night sky or something like that. I don't know
Sure.
what it, yeah, something like that.
If you want it, all I post
I'll put
is
something
cats.
up. It'll be below her name right now.
I just post cats.
Yeah, cats for the win.
That's it.
And mine is below me right now. It's at Tony Crosno. But yeah, hey, you made it through the whole podcast. Thanks for jojoining us. That was fun.
Even though I wasn't wanted,
I
want-
never
for the
said you
record-
weren't wanted.
the
I just
record.
said, do you want to sit around because it could get nerdy.
And he's still even saying it like that, like, we don't really want you to.
You made it. You
Like,
made
it was hard to
Defeat.
endure. The only thing that's, I'm sweaty.
Yeah, it's hot.
That's it.
That's why I gave you the
Simply
out.
sweaty.
But no, thanks for joining us. We really
Woohoo.
appreciate it.
It was good
It
to
really
be
helped
here.
having the extra person here to do the review because the review, I think you need a little bit more than just us because we are very similar, I feel, in terms of making decisions. Foods especially. But yeah, that's it for this week's podcast.
All right.
Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
Bye.